So I'm taking a look at YM right now. Um, this is what's today? Sunday. So this is obviously before market open. Really just back testing, seeing some different things. But I mainly want to make this video just to show my process of how I get my trend lines and how I look for my touch points and structure my entries. So and obviously this would be for my funded account. This would not be for a personal live account with a small capital because you wouldn't even have enough to be able to risk to even do something like this. So, or to make trades like this unless you willing to risk your whole account. So, basically just the structure. We're on a 5 minute time frame looking at YM, like I said, and I mean initially just looking at it straight on, it is pretty simple to see. Um, I mean you could start from here and go here and you'll be about there. So that's 1 point. And obviously, we're going to keep switching between time frames just to get confirmation, pretty much a double check um, what we're looking at. But even if I just drew one touch point or one trend line, as we see, we have two different touch points on that same line. Now, if I were to move it up a bit, which I mean, obviously that would turn into three. Um, But this one right here is a little bit overlapping, but we could leave it right there just for the. So we would have technically three touch points at that point. So now I go down to my 1 minute time frame, same difference. Um, Now with YM, for me personally, I do like to make my entries on lower time frames, such as the 1 minute, just because it's the most accurate. So I can gauge what I want to do off the five, maybe even the 15, because we can kind of see, yeah, so we can see right here, just off of that, what we're looking at. So let's just look at these touch points. And kind of the same thing as my video from yesterday. We're just looking at different zones. So I'm seeing this zone here, this zone here, this zone here that is still forming. Um, and we have kind of the same story that's going on at every single point. So that's mainly what I'm looking for is repetition, because in repetition we can obviously get an entry and try to repeat the same thing to get profit. So I'm looking at these three different touch points again on a 15-minute time frame now, and I'm seeing what price has done and what price is currently doing, which is here. So if we start with the latter half, which is what has it been doing, we see we have bearish movement that's coming down before we even get to this trend line. Then we go bullish, we go bearish, we go bullish, we go bearish, and then I'm assuming we would go bullish again. So even if I get my little tool right here, let's see. So we go, oh, hold on. I forgot I gotta hold it down. We go here, right? Well, let's go to the highest point, right? So we go here, we go here, we go here, we go here. And now from there, I would assume another bump into something like that, right? And again, guesstimating, this is not guaranteed that's what's gonna happen. This is not um 100% foolproof. This is not mean that I'm gonna be able to be rich by tomorrow. So we take everything with a grain of salt, but this is for people to you get your own strategies. You gain your own strategies, you get your own mindset about what the market may or may not be doing, and then you get your entries based off of that. So that's just my ideology behind this. And then I would go for like, probably my stop being there and just trying to touch this highest previous point, which would be here. And that's what we're looking at. So putting that into actual amounts, I would be risking 420 to gain 865. So that goes to show the potential of what you could be doing. And again, this is only one contract worth $5 a move, um, but it moves a lot differently than a lot of other instruments, being that it's YM, obviously. So um, yeah, a lot of this too is really just seeing the markets, being in the markets, and seeing how whatever instrument that you want to trade actually moves, because none of them are exactly the same. They come close, like NQ and YM, they come close, but they're never exactly the same. But with that, people do try to get in on one or the other when they are similar. So that's usually a good sign of the same type of move happening between both. So again, just looking at this, this would just be a potential move. This is something that I would like for Monday, but obviously off market open, we probably gonna have a crazy big jump. And I try not to trade off the open directly, so I may just wait, let the open do what it's gonna do, and then make my move based off of that. Um, because it very well. Let's see. So if I go back to a previous market open, I mean the jumps haven't really been that big, especially this month. But as I'm coming to find out, December is just like a not so great month. But with that being said, yeah, I mean, it's a simple thing, honestly. Um, and a lot of times too, I try not to necessarily always close my trades in, and what I mean by that is the touch points. I try not to always assume that it's something like this to where we're trying to get out of a zone. I mean, a lot of the times that is what's happening, but as we can see, I mean, these touch points are like weird. Like this is not, it's not clean. So it's kind of like, okay, well, what's the point? So I could put it there, but then it's like, okay, well, this never hit. So now are we flipping? Potentially, we could be, but I still believe in the uptrend. I still believe in the bullish move um, for next week. But again, like I said, that's just my opinion. That's just my evaluation of it. We're definitely going to see, and I definitely could be wrong. I don't think I will be wrong, but I could be wrong. And if I'm wrong, that's all right. But yeah, that's just kind of going over my strategy, just in a quick video, because obviously it's a new channel, um, and we got the Discord going too. I'm gonna have to put a link to the Discord in the description. Free access. I do have like some paid incentives too. I haven't dropped the VIP yet because I'll start doing live trades and stuff like that on the VIP. But once I get to that, I'll obviously put the link and stuff like that in there. But yeah, so just for anybody who wanted to kind of know what um my personal strategy is. Again, just going off of touch points on the trend line, looking for the next move, and looking for repetitiveness. So if this is repeating itself, let's go back to that 15. This is repeating itself. We got a bullish move here, bearish move here, bullish move here, bearish move here, and I'm looking for another bullish move. And honestly, not even up to here, just only to this point. So, we could even put a line there and just go like that, and then that'll be our TP. So we'll just leave that there. And then the same thing here. Oh, hold on, let me go back down a little bit. Same thing here, horizontal line. Then we can change this color to red. And I like to make these a little thicker just so I can know, you know, make it stand out. This is where my money would be lost at. So you feel me? That's really it. Nothing too complicated. Just kind of beginners insight into what type of moves can be made in the market, what's really possible, and anything is possible really when you're dealing with this. That's why nothing's guaranteed. Yeah, it can only go up and down, but it's not guaranteed that it will. So with that being said, that's really it. Just kind of wanted to go over that a little bit, and we'll definitely see what's going on tomorrow. um like I said in the last video, definitely going to be starting that live account, and hopefully I'll be able to take y'all along with me while I'm trading on that live account. But if not, it'll be the same. It'll be the same funded account, my Apex account. Truth be told, hopefully I could get some codes so I could, put some people on with Apex, get them some discounts. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'll see y'all in the next one.